shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone. If they...
Oh my God.
Said by Hillary. So keep in mind, this is when they have a favorability rating above 60%. Listen to her message. Listen to who she sounds like when she's speaking. If she sounds like anybody, maybe you say she doesn't sound like anybody. Maybe you'll say she sounds... I'll let y'all hear it. Why program y'all? Let y'all get your own opinion on it. All right, so let me play this for you guys. You guys let me know your thoughts.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone. If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes. And you have to try to learn English, and you have to wait in line. So I think we got to have tough.
Who does she sound like? Does she not sound like a conservative? Does it not sound like she's pushing the same rhetoric as it would be called if Donald Trump was pushing it? And I'm not saying this to support Trump, to bash the Democrats right now. I'm really not. I'm saying this just to make a point of how inconsistent these politicians are. And we've seen this video before. We've seen this video before, but I want y'all to take a look at this other clip that Charlie Kirk, I believe Charlie Kirk posted it. And just regarding how low the confidence is right now as far as the country being head in the right direction. And think about the last video as you're watching this video based on, how can I put it? Based on when you think about why the Democrats may be failing right now, why they may have their back against the wall, why it seems like people are not aligned with the things that they're pushing from a cultural standpoint. Think about that when you're watching this video. Hold on. Let's make it a little bigger for you guys.
First of all, the mood of the country, this really jumped out. We ask folks, is it on the right direction or the wrong direction? That 44%, you say right direction, that's up since November. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, the last time it cracked 40%, you got to go back to 2012. The last time it actually hit 44 or higher, January of 2004. So a lot of this is Republicans, but independents, that number is also up since the election on the direction of the country.
All right. I think what it comes down to is a common sense approach to politics, doing what makes sense, doing what's practical. And I think that's why you have politicians right now like a Gavin Newsom, politicians even like Tim Walz, who just announced that he's doing this conservative town hall tour. I believe that they realize that you can only push people to a certain point to where they start to say, like, all right, this stuff is getting out of hand. It's one thing to have radical policies and to be pushing them when you're winning. Y'all know what it is. It's Dak from the OG Network. And I just want to thank y'all. That's right, to thank y'all for all of your tremendous support over the years, whether you've been rocking with us from the beginning or maybe this is the first show that you're checking out on the network. We want to thank you nonetheless. And we have an ask. All right. We have a goal of reaching 20,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's right. 20K by the end of March. It's not a real goal unless you put a date on it. And with that, we need your help. So we ask that if you are enjoying the content that you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling real generous, maybe share with some friends and family. All right, I'll let y'all go. And once again, thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to growing with y'all. See y'all soon. Ew. And to have the group that's not even really voting for them, like most Democrats will tell you, well, I'm not voting for, trans women to be playing in sports against women. I'm not voting for those things. So they tolerate those things. They tolerate the extremes because you're winning in all of the other areas that are important to them. But what ends up happening when you start to lose, people start to not be aligned with the things that you're pushing. The blame game starts to happen. The internal fighting starts to happen. And really, it's just because you guys have been putting yourselves in a position to push such outrageous and extreme policies, in my opinion, and stances. So you make your job very hard. And then you go back to the video that we played prior to this one with Hillary, out of all people, sounding very logical, sounding like she's using a very common sense approach to what the country and what American citizens actually need. Like, this is just a common sense thing, whether you're Democrat or Republican, and it shows up in different conversations that I have. I'm sure it shows up in different conversations that you have, that the majority of us, even we may not vote the same way, but if you asked us the top 8 things, I feel like we would be more in alignment. It's more just a hatred for this particular party. Well, let's just be real. It's more just like a hatred for Trump. That's what it comes down to. But maybe that's something to consider. Maybe that's hopefully this will, I mean, we're supposed to have competition among the Democrats and Republicans. And I had an interesting conversation yesterday that I was telling y'all about. But this competition between the Democrats and Republicans is supposed to be competition, or how can I put it, more of bringing 2 different views to the table in order to create that mastermind, right? In order to solve a particular problem. Obviously, we know that it doesn't work like that right now. And a huge reason, in my opinion, why people can't come together from both parties and work together is because y'all are pushing such extreme and radically different things, because you just have continued to move further and further apart, even though the country and the actual voters are closer together. But that's just where we are right now. So let's keep going. And you guys let me know your thoughts as well. Let me catch up with the chat. Michael Rafelowitz, we got the dopest entrepreneur in Miami. Tapping in. Shout out to Michael. Make sure you get ready for school, bro. It's almost school time. So we got to make sure that he's good. Benjamin Kicks. Who's Benjamin Kicks? Who's that? All right, so let's keep going. What's the next video that we have? 1 second. What is the next video that we shall watch? Hold on. All right, let's keep it politically. Now, there's a lot of talk, and we put up a video last week of the inflation numbers coming down. There's been a lot of back and forth based on this government shutdown. You see a lot of the Democrats splitting with Chuck Schumer. They're even calling for him to have, I believe they're calling for new leadership. And Hakeem Jeffries was one of the first people when they started asking, like, do you still trust the leadership in Chuck Schumer? He kept saying no comment. So we're going to go to him and check out this video. Is this an example of Democrats lying? Is this an example? Let's just check it out. And then we're going to play another video after that, which is Hakeem Jeffries again, but it's talking more so about this Medicaid thing. Every time we hear about Trump doing something, or with Elon, you notice that the Democrats and a lot of people will say, well, he's going to cut my Social Security. He's going to cut my Medicaid. And there seems to be a lot of confusion. I know there's a lot of confusion on my part, because you hear from both sides and you're hearing 2 totally different things. Trump has said over and over, he's not cutting Medicaid. He's not touching Social Security. Matter of fact, I believe his new policy even eliminated the taxes that are on Social Security. But then you'll hear on the other side them keep saying it. So we don't know what is right, what's wrong. But it's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon.